can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down at Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
It's second down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. Right.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And Amendola's got it, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And it's third down.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
T.J. Hawkinson.
Stafford to his second-year tight end Hawkinson for a Lion first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Lion ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 41, Stafford and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, How about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First down.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 26.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ito Smith, his first carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The handoff to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Lions nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
Complete.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Stafford on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Lions nothing.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Come on. 51. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Watch the slant. 44. Got it.
Here's Ryan to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
5-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You better be afraid of me. Tighten up.
Here's a give to Smith. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 44. Got it.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lions nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Check cross. 40's mark. Hey, check.
Ryan And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ito Smith, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flush to his right. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to?
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Lion ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Stafford on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. And that's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So they will go for it. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They go play action here on 1st down. The 20. This complete to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 24, Lions nothing. Sterling Hoff-Richter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
54, check, block 54, block 54. Drill right, 22.
From the 50, Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. Go right forward. Here we go. Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Caught by Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Mike's Popo. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
To throw is Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 31, Lions nothing.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here's Oliver. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 43-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Number 21, Todd.
In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
He's taken down at the
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And this offense continues to pour it on. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
They give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 56 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Ryan on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Todd Gurley. A gain of 3. Brings up second and goal at the 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
I'm coming if you want, Sam! Check the backer, check the backer. Hatch it.
Here we go now with Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. That'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons add on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
5-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Gain of 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The 30-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
At the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Zebra. Safety's creeping.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
And 7.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford eluding the press. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, I'll put a little extra spring in your step.